You are full of ish. That's why you are not getting your manifestations. Most people, and I do mean most, almost all of the people that comment about manifestation and they're struggling to get their manifestations, or that I even just run into in the wild, who talks about manifestation isn't working or it hasn't been working for them. Here's what I want to tell you that I've noticed to be true about most people. You are really full of it. You would rather talk about what you want. You'd rather talk about the manifestation. You'd rather talk about why it didn't work than for you to do what was necessary in order to get the manifestation. See, I feel like the manifestation community is so toxic in there, like, oh, you don't have to do anything. But when you actually read stories or listen to people who have manifested. Now, I've manifested two multi-seven-figure businesses. I've manifested Vogue and the Today Show and Good Morning America and Oprah and Martha Stewart and all sorts of opportunities. I've manifested thousands of dollars just showing up for me when like somebody giving it to me. I have manifested so many things through the years. And what I can tell you is that manifestation comes on the end of you showing up. And what I've realized is for most of you, the reason you don't do the work necessary to get your manifestation is one of two. It's either just pure ignorance, you don't know, and ignorant is not a bad word. You just don't know, but the resources are here. Or two, on a subconscious level, you know that if you really admit it and follow through with what you said you wanted, it would take you being responsible. The buck would fall on you. Most of you don't want to do what's necessary. Most of you don't want to invest your time, your money, your energy, your thought process. Like you don't want to do what's necessary to get what you want. You really think you are going to build a highly successful business while you really just don't do anything but visualize. Like you're not going to come up with a business. You're not going to come up with a plan. You're not going to walk through the doors that open for you. What you don't realize is your blessings are on the other side of opportunities. That's what people don't tell you. And most of you would just rather sit there and say it doesn't work and you want to kumbaya all day and that's it. You don't want to show up for your own manifestation. Mother's Day was yesterday. And one of the things I did a Mother's Day call yesterday, and I was telling them, like, this gets to be the last Mother's Day that you're not doing what's necessary so you can be the best version of you for your kid. Because I'm going to tell you something people won't tell you. You are not being the best version of you if you are not in a space of abundance. You are not being the best version of you because you are worried, you are stressed out, you're always thinking about what you have to do, you are tired from having to work, or you're sitting over there in a state of anxiety because you're always trying to reach for something that's over there instead of you becoming the person who has it. You see, to get a manifestation and to keep it, to really live a life that you desire, you have to step into the version of you that already has it. I promise you, the version of you that already has it does not do more talking than doing. The person who has what it is that you desire does not do more talking than doing. They do more doing than talking. They are literally sitting in the state of being. So, like, what would she be? Like, right now, what would I be doing? Who would I be talking to? What kind of conversations would I be having? What kind of communities am I in? What am I invested in? Where do I spend my time? I even think about like over in the Substack community, the Still Well Society. People are just so interesting because they get real excited. They'll come for a little while, but they don't stick it out for their own manifestation. They'll be paying for the partner, and they will literally not be showing up for themselves. The opportunities there, all the information's there, the community's there. The insight is there, but you would rather talk about it. It's so much easier to hold on to the story that you have. I think some of you are addicted to the story of who you are currently being instead of deciding to be someone else and be that and letting this story go. Let that be a past story. Let that be a story that you even forget about. You forget about it because it's in a completely different quantum realm. It's like it never even existed for you. But you want to hold on to that because that's what's comfortable for you. You can't step over here into fear. You are so y'all be so scared. Prime example. In a few days, we are going to start Received. It's a 14-day abundance activation. Yeah, it's literally $28. Now, my coaching's thousands of dollars. It's literally an opportunity for 14 days to work with me for $28. Daily abundance activations. You know how many people scared to spend $30? It's not even 30, it's 28, but we round, okay? Who's scared to spend $30? You're not even trusting in you enough to spend $30. You're not trusting in you enough to, if you know you really want to be an attorney, to go ahead and do the work to sign up for the program or to buy your LSAT study guide. You don't want to invest. You don't invest in you so that you can go ahead and take your LSAT and get your butt in law school. You aren't willing to do the work that's necessary for you to be the best version of you. I am just convinced that a lot of you just want to hoop and holler and complain and be stuck in your story. A story of, it's not working. I don't have, he did me wrong. She did me wrong. This didn't work out right. You would rather be stuck there than to keep moving forward and putting the pieces in place and doing the work that's necessary. You want to hold on to your story. And honestly, it's frustrating. It's frustrating for a person like me who's been doing the work for 20 years. And yes, the work is tiring. I did a Substack today, actually, and I talked about, because every month I drop custom subliminals, custom wealth subliminals. So at the end of this post, I put the wealth subliminals, but the entire first part of the post is about the truth around becoming, stepping into the version of you that you desire to be, and to be that forever. And the truth is, you got to do all this work to become it. Everything I'm talking about, y'all, literally 24/7, you have to make sure you're listening to the right thing. You got to make sure you're having the right kind of conversations. You're reading the right thing. Like everything around you, you are being the person you desire to be. Most of you are only being that person for an hour or two, but I'll talk about that in another video. Like you have to do that. And then once you get it, you got to keep it going. So when you're talking to a person like me who did the work, I mean, blood, sweat, and tears all day, every day, I'm in reprogramming mode. I got my headphones on. I'm listening to mentors. I'm listening to the audio books. I'm reading the right thing. I'm doing the work. And then I know to continue doing it, to keep it over the last 2 decades, I have to. Like, I literally don't have a choice but to keep the work going, to keep reprogramming myself, because it's so easy to slip back into another timeline. Like you absolutely can get into another timeline. And most of you, when you're bringing me the excuses, I know what it is that you aren't showing up for, you aren't even doing the work to get to the first part. More or less than keep it going. You aren't willing to do the 24-hour. You are in identity mode, at least 23 out of the 24 hours. 24/7, make sure you're having the right conversation. If you're not having the conversations that align with the version of you that you desire to be, you cut those conversations completely out. You aren't willing to cut out people and things in your life that don't align. Like if you know you want to be somewhere else, quit talking to other people who don't have big goals, big dreams, and ambitions. Quit having conversations about what you don't have and how hard life is. And for God's sake, please stop talking about how high gas is. You're going to get it anyway. Does that align with abundance? Do you think complaining about that aligns with the version of you who already has an overflow? Like literally, God wants you to have more than enough. That is who you are. That's who you were called to be. And again, I'm gonna do a longer video on that, but I actually posted a reel about that, a short about that today. But you are literally moving, operating, and having conversations like the little brokey version of you. That does not align with that wealthy, powerful, abundance, overflowing fields version of you. You got to commit to that literally 24 hours a day. You got to spend more time in, I am that person. I am wealthy. I have, let's say you want a business, have a multi-7-figure company. People love me. People love to work with me. My work completely changes lives. People pay me easily and effortlessly. Like you got to be in that mode all the time. You got to be thinking about your business or thinking about the money coming in. You got to see yourself literally getting money coming in. To this day, I still do visualizations, like my eyes are closed now because I'm seeing money coming in. I am seeing these things happen. And these are the things like I tell my clients all the time. I'll walk them through these different visualizations because you want it to be where it is literally surrounding you. You don't want your brain to have off time to start pulling in pictures of things that you don't want, to start pulling in pictures of things that you don't desire. Like, you have really, really got to start doing the work. And if you are not doing the work necessarily, if you're not putting yourself in the environments, if you're not having the conversations, if you're not making the investments, you're not doing the things that you need to do, quit pretending like you want the things you say you want. You don't. You don't. It's cute. It's a cute idea, but you don't really want it. You don't really want to step into that version of you. You're full of it. People who are full of it talk about it, but they don't do it. What do they used to say? Don't talk about it, be about it. You talk about it. You are not about it. People who truly desire change, they do the walk. They're moving in it. They're connecting. Like, it's so many resources out there. Even just in my community, you have the YouTube with a whole bunch of videos on there. You have the podcast with a whole bunch of audios. You then have my Substack with a whole bunch of content there. And that's just the free part. That has nothing to do with the other opportunities. Like I said, the 14-day abundance challenge. It has nothing to do with group programs or even just a partnership inside of the Substack that opens up more for you. Like, you have access to so much. Do you use it? Do you use it? So I want you to be honest with yourself and say, the thing that I say I want, the woman who has it, have I been being her? Have I been being her? Or have I just been talking about I want it? And have I been being her consistently? Have I been spending, or him or her, have I been spending more time in being this version of me that's stuck and feel unfulfilled and is unhappy and is unloved and all those things? Or have I actually decided this is the version of me who I am and nothing else is even acceptable? And when you can really be honest with yourself there, that's the only place you can ever go and truly, true, like, you get there, that's where you truly make change at. If you want to join us for the activation, I will put the link down in the description box. Please leave your comments, your thoughts, etc. I am just kind of in a season for myself that I'm not playing with y'all. So you might get a series of videos where your feelings might be hurt. I don't care if your feelings hurt. Will it make you change? Will you change things? That's what I'm caring about right now.